Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, I gotta tell you what's going on. So, obviously I've been riding the bike, and I just came in, I was getting my breakfast together, and I was thinking about today's my vlog filming day or whatever. And I knew that I wanted to talk to y'all about snacks, because we haven't talked about snacks in a while, and I wanted to talk about what we can have for snacks, what we should be eating for snacks, maybe what we shouldn't be eating for snacks, what we can keep on hand to have for snacks. And I was thinking, I need to get a list together, I need to go to the grocery store, and then I just stopped. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to the grocery store. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to y'all about how we can make healthy, good choice snacks from things that we have on hand without having to go to the grocery store or without having to do a special grocery order and buy a whole bunch of expensive stuff, because y'all, the holidays are coming and it's going to be stressful enough without us stressing ourselves out trying to have the perfect snacks on hand and do all the right things. So let's do this. Y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I'm gonna go get in the shower and clean this up because, well, that's the least I can do for you. Then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about how we can pull together snacks from just the normal stuff we have around the house. All right, y'all, I'm clean, I smell better, and I'm ready to talk food. So you may or may not already know that I'm on Weight Watchers. So that's how I sort of monitor my food intake, my calories, whatever, and I eat a lot. I eat a big breakfast, not a real big lunch, but I usually eat okay. I was trying to be nice to myself. I eat a big dinner, but I also snack in between because I know that if I allow myself to get hungry, I make profoundly bad decisions. So I try to keep food around that will let me make good snacking decisions quickly. And I said earlier that I wasn't going to do a Walmart order or anything to get specific things to talk about for snacks, because I want it to be I want to be authentic. Y'all know I'm authentic, Lord knows. If I were going to lie about things, I'd already be lying about things. But I kind of wanted to talk about the stuff that I already had, so we could talk about things that we can put together to make snacks. Now, I know y'all don't necessarily have in your house the things that I have in my house, but I hope that this will at least give you some ideas of things that you can think about or things you can put together to make snacks. So one of my biggies is protein. I try to eat protein with every meal. I have a big breakfast. I have Greek yogurt, almond milk, and often hummus with my breakfast. I've been recently having a sandwich for lunch with meat, like a meat sandwich for lunch, or a salad with meat on it for lunch, and then a whole lot of meat for dinner. So I have a whole lot of protein with each of my meals, but then I also try to have a protein with my snacks. So here are the things that I have laying around that I can put together for snacks. Y'all go ahead and judge me. I know you know exactly where I'm going first. These I did buy special. I didn't buy them special today, but I bought them special yesterday. It was an excuse to buy more crab legs, imitation crab. Y'all, this is that surimi, that is it pollock, whatever it is, that white fish that's flavored like crab and formed into some kind of crab shaped things. These are crab legs, but sometimes I'll buy the chunks or whatever, just depending on where I am. But imitation crab, it's high in protein. It's 1 point per ounce on Weight Watchers. I think these are maybe 1 point per leg. I'm not sure. I know that they call 3 legs a serving. But anyway, y'all, I will grab one of these out of the fridge and snack on it. Let me say this too. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself. How you snack, of course, will be determined by what your day is like and what your facilities are like, right? If you have a refrigerator, some of these things are an option for you. If you don't have a fridge, you're not necessarily going to be wanting to keep crab crab legs in a Ziploc bag, like in your pocket or something. But I think that some of these will work for you even if you don't have a fridge or if you don't have like a big space to store your snacks. So let's just work our way through this. But I work from home. I'm home most of the day. So in between my classes, I have a 5-minute break in between my classes when I teach back-to-back classes. So I can run downstairs, like if I'm letting the felons out or something, run downstairs, let the felons out, grab something out of the fridge, shove it in my mouth, get the felons, get back upstairs, and we're back in class in 5 minutes. So, imitation crab meat. Another one of my biggies, it's going to be rattly, I'm sorry, is the chicken. Now, I was thinking about this, y'all. This stuff is expensive. So this is the, and I do buy this. I need to do better. I might start doing better. I might not. I don't know. I'm taking it under advisement. But the pre-cooked, like already sliced up, ready to go, grab it out of the bag and shove it in your mouth, chicken. This is like maybe $6.50 a pound, where regular chicken, it might be more like $7 a pound. Where chicken, regular chicken, if you get it, I didn't take any chicken out, but if you get chicken at like Sam's Club, you can get it for like $3.50 a pound. So anyway, I know I'm shaming myself. I keep pre-cooked chicken in the fridge. Same thing, grab it, snack, and go. So those are some great proteins. Great and quick, right? Those are great. Just grab them. And especially, y'all, if you struggle with, and I'm not judging, I don't say this in a judgy way, but if you let yourself get too hungry to the point where you're like, if I don't eat something, I'm gonna kill somebody. Like if you're hangry, grab you a little something of protein and stick it in your mouth. Even if it's like you got lunch meat in the fridge, grab you a piece of ham, a piece of turkey, a piece of something, some kind of protein, stick it in your mouth and see if you can get your blood sugar leveled out. And y'all, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just saying words that I think I know. But see if you can get your blood sugar leveled out to get past that hangriness. And then you can like really think about what you want to eat and get yourself a snack. But that's what those do for me. So if I'm teaching back-to-back classes, if I'm teaching for like 4 or 5 hours back-to-back, sometimes I'll just do that, snack in between, and then at the end of that stretch when I have 20 or 30 minutes where I can really get myself a snack. But those will hold me over so that I'm not eating, I don't know, bread or cookies, something that I will regret later. Boiled eggs. I always have boiled eggs in the house. Same thing. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, somebody was talking about you can buy pre-boiled eggs in buckets at like the Walmart or somewhere. So I just I don't even boil them, I pressure cook my eggs. I cook my eggs 18 at a time in the pressure cooker, but if you can't be bothered with all that, just buy you some boiled eggs at the store. But boiled eggs, those are great for same thing. Grab it, shove it in your gullet. If you're like hangry and fixing to start making bad choices, grab you a boiled egg and eat it. So that's those. Those are my like quick and dirty, grab it out of the fridge and goes. I also keep, sorry, rattly, string cheese, like the string cheese sticks. These are light, like the light mozzarella ones, I think. I'll be honest, y'all, the flavor isn't fantastic, but it's cheese. It's still cheese. So these are 1 point per stick because they're the light ones. If you're not willing to and I think the reason they're not all that tasty is because they're the light ones. So if you're not willing to sacrifice the taste, y'all, seriously, how many points could a cheese stick be even if it's not the light one? So even if you're going a couple, 3 points for a cheese stick, it's protein, so it's going to help curb your hunger. So cheese sticks. And let's talk about some things that we can put together. I always have fruit because I have fruit with my breakfast. So I keep apples, these little mandarin oranges. Now, y'all, I will eat 2 or 3 of these at a time, but look how little they are. So, apples, I don't know why I feel like I need to show these to you again, like you don't know what an apple looks like. Apples, mandarin oranges, bananas. I am slap out of chocolate hummus, so guess what we're making today? But I will dip bananas or apples in chocolate hummus, and y'all, dip is like a nice word for what I do. I scoop them in chocolate hummus because the recipe that I'm going to show you, and y'all have seen this from me before, but I have a new little secret for you. You've seen this from me before. I used to say that it was 1 point for 2 tablespoons, but I went back and recalculated and it's 0 points for all the tablespoons. So y'all, I eat chocolate hummus like it's my job. So I will eat bananas and chocolate hummus. I'll eat apples and chocolate hummus. I think I mentioned the other day, I'm eating like 3 or 4 bananas. Okay, I've like rounded down. And now I'm eating like 3 bananas a day just to get more chocolate hummus into my face because it's so good. But if you take, I'm not going to pick, yes, I am going to. I was going to say I'm not going to pick them up again because they're rattly, but I am. A cheese stick and an apple, that's a nice snack right there, y'all. Or cheese stick, apple, rattle, and some almonds. Y'all keep almonds around. I think it's 9 almonds is a point. So if you do 9 almonds, which is like almost a handful, 9 almonds, a cheese stick, and an apple, that's 2 points. And y'all, that's a good little snack. That's a ton of protein and it's gonna hold you over, especially if you scoop the apple in some chocolate hummus. Hummus, I don't remember the numbers, and you can see by my face I want to guess, but I'm not going to. I really want to guess, but I'm not going to. But hummus, because it's chickpeas, has protein. So it's not a ton of protein, but it's some. So that will add even more protein to that little snack. And I had my stuff organized. I was going to be all in order and not get all blah, and now I'm all blah, so I forgot. I'm going to forget what I'm talking about. So let me put my cheese sticks over there. So fruit with some kind of protein. Like we talked about the apple and the cheese stick. What about cottage cheese? This is 1% milk fat cottage cheese. Sometimes I can find low, like 0, no fat cottage cheese, but it's at a store I don't usually go to. So then I just get the 1%, and it's a little bit of points, but not much. So I'll do, y'all, if you've been watching, you know, I have some things. I have some peculiarities. I will do cottage cheese with no sugar added canned fruit. This is so good together, y'all. And that will fill you right up. The fruit is 0 points, so I told y'all I eat a lot. I'll do a whole can of no sugar added fruit, which is 0 points. And then I measure my cottage cheese if it's the 1%. If it's 0, like if it's the no-fat cottage cheese, I just eat it. But even though once you get to a certain point, you're counting points. But this is really good together. I also do, and y'all have seen this in my breakfast videos, I eat so much non-fat plain Greek yogurt. I'll go through at least 2 of these, if not 3 of these a week. Greek yogurt with, I keep frozen fruit in the freezer, and I just buy, y'all, those huge bags of mixed fruit at Sam's. You can get 5 pounds for like, I don't know, $10. I'll scoop a little bit of fruit into here and some blueberries, and I don't know why I do that combination, I just do. It's like the mixed fruit and a little bit of blueberries, scoop it into here, and then let it thaw on the counter and then put it in the fridge. And then I'll take this and mix in some plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and that's yummy together for a snack. Or, and y'all, I'll find the video where I made these. I'll take 2 tablespoons of just plain old, those like, you know, the Quaker oats that comes in like the barrels. I'll take 2 tablespoons of Quaker oats and then some sweetener. I use monk fruit, but a tablespoon of monk fruit sweetener, about half a teaspoon of vanilla, mix it with some of this Greek yogurt, stick it in one of these little things, put it in the fridge overnight. And then I mix it with my fruit and my Greek yogurt. So filling, y'all. I have that for breakfast, but in the middle of the day, if you're hungry, throw this together and eat it. Just don't let yourself get too, okay, y'all are like seeing inside like the dark part of my soul. That's where I make my mistakes, is I let myself get too hungry. Frankly, I get lazy and I'm like, ugh, I don't feel like going and making myself a snack. So then I wait too long, I'm famished, and then I want to eat everything. So throw together this quickie snack, fill yourself up, don't get too hungry, and make good choices. So that's that. Greek yogurt. We talked about fruit. We're going to make hummus. I made hummus last week. Didn't we make hummus last week? I think we made this hummus last week. This sun-dried tomato hummus. So hummus, I will eat on lots of things, but my principal hummus dish, meal, whatever, is I buy these carrots because, y'all, they're just so easy. They've gone up in price. Now they're $1.88 at the Walmart. But I'll buy these sliced carrots by the bag. Scoop them in hummus and the non-fat ranch dip that I make, which is just powdered ranch dip with non-fat Greek yogurt and a little bit of like garlic powder, onion powder, something to cut the sweetness. And that's it. And I use this for dip. So this with hummus and vegetables, I will go through bags of carrots. That's a fabulous snack by itself. Or, y'all, let me move that before I fall. Anytime that your brain says you want chips, get you some carrot chips. Look, I know it's not the same, but here's the deal. To my way of thinking, you have to have that sort of paradigm shift, right? You have to shift your thinking from, like, you can't just eat what you want because you want it, if you want to eat better. And somebody said this to me in a comment, and I 100% agree. And like, it wasn't an aggressive comment towards me, but I feel like we're all doing the best we can with what we've got. 100%. I absolutely agree with that. And if you eat chips all the time, like let's say you work on a computer, right? Say that you're, I don't know, some kind of drafty engineer dude guy. And you work on a computer and you mindlessly eat chips while you're working on a computer. Well, if instead of doing that every day, if 1 out of every 3 times you grab a bag of carrots instead of grabbing a bag of chips, you're doing better. And I feel like if you start to get into that habit, then you can do it more often and start to reduce that behavior of grabbing chips every time. And then you can add, we call them replacement behaviors. So one of your replacement behaviors for eating chips can be eating carrots. Now, I understand if you're sitting working at a computer and you only have one hand to shove things in your face, you can't necessarily be dipping your carrots in hummus. Totally get it. So eat you some carrot chips instead of eating potato chips or whatever kind of chips. Or, y'all know this is one of my big go-tos, pop you some popcorn. This is not even clean. I don't even, like, as long as I don't burn my popcorn, I don't even clean my popcorn popper. But this is from Walmart. I think it was under $8. It was like 7 something, 7 high, but 7 something. They have another one that's like 7-ish. It looks like a Tupperware bowl. I got this one because I was afraid I might melt the other one, but I will make this. Let me put this down because y'all know I'm going to keep talking with my hands and it's going to rattle. I will make one of these of popcorn, dump it in one of these bowls, and it fits just perfectly, and I will sit at the counter and mindlessly eat popcorn while I'm reading books. And the beautiful thing is, popcorn is 0 points. So I can have 2 of these of popcorn. I'm not saying that I do. Okay, I do. I will make one of these things of popcorn, sit down, eat it, wait a few minutes, see if I'm still hungry, and I'm always still hungry for more popcorn. So I'll make another one and sit there and eat that. And sometimes I will eat almonds with my popcorn. So I'll count out, I can't remember if it's 8 or 9 almonds, so that's 1 point. But I'll count out my little pile of almonds, and I'll eat some popcorn and eat an almond, and eat some popcorn and eat an almond. And that makes for a surprisingly substantial, like, little snack, more so than just the popcorn. So then I don't end up eating like 5 pounds of popcorn, because y'all, I can crush some popcorn. So popcorn is a fantastic option for a snack. I'm trying to think what other things I wanted to talk about. I always have water on hand. I'm finishing up my coffee from my breakfast this morning, but I always have water nearby. This, I want to say I actually got this on Amazon. If so, I'll drop a link. I love this cup. It's 40 ounces, but it's skinny. It's not one of the big, it's obviously not a Stanley cup, Stanley tumbler, whatever they call them, but I like it because it's small and I can palm it. So if this is an Amazon, if I did get this on Amazon, which I think I did, I'll drop a link in the description, and it'll be an Amazon affiliate link, which I'll label it. But I love this cup. It keeps ice forever. So I'll keep ice water nearby, and I until I finish my sanctioned amount of coffee for the day. I'll drink black coffee and water. And I feel like that helps me not be like hungry and snacky as well. So, y'all, those are my snacks. My biggie is protein. Like, as I mentioned, even when I eat popcorn, if I'm hungry, I'll throw some almonds on it. But for me, anytime I have a snack, if I can get some protein in, then it'll help, first of all, curb my hunger. It gets rid of the hangries for me almost immediately, and it'll help like calm me down so that I can make good choices. All right, so that's it for what I have out here. I do want to make a couple of things. I thought about making a trail mix, but y'all, here's the deal. I don't eat trail mix for a couple of reasons. One, it has, like, even healthy trail mixes are too high in points for me because I'm a snacker and I have trouble, and I know this about myself, so I curb my eating, like I change my eating or whatever. I make decisions about my eating accordingly. I will sit and mindlessly eat snacky food, which is why I try to focus on foods like popcorn, which are 0 points, so I can just snack on them and not worry about it. Trail mix or granola has points, and even though they're healthy and you can make them with healthy fats, they still have points. So I don't eat them. I was gonna make one just to make a healthy one, but then I was like, I don't wanna, because then I don't wanna have it around the house and I don't wanna eat it after I make it. So I was gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. But I do have some ideas of other stuff that I wanna make. One thing I wanna mention that I am not going to make is miracle muffins. Y'all, we've talked about these before. We have talked about these before. We've made them together before. And it's the Kodiak Power Powder Cake Mix or whatever they call it. I love the chocolate ones. But here's my problem with those. You gotta have, well, it calls for overripe bananas. And I want to say it's 2 overripe bananas mashed up, 2 eggs, and half a cup of the Kodiak mix. That makes 6 miracle muffins, and they're 1 point each. And Lord have mercy, y'all, they are so good. But they're really, really good with overripe bananas. Look at my bananas. My bananas can never get over. You know what I should do? I should buy some bananas and have the intern take them to the office until they get like overripe and then bring them home. Because otherwise I'm never going to have overripe bananas because I eat too many bananas because my chocolate hummus is so good. So let me tell y'all what. Get you some overripe bananas. Get you some Kodiak Power Cakes powder mix. Make you some miracle muffins. You will not be sorry. And I will be jealous because I cannot make overripe bananas. But anyway, what I can make is chocolate hummus. So I'm going to go I need to do a workout for a short, but anyway, whatever. I'm going to go do a quick arm workout and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to make some stuff. I'm going to make chocolate hummus for sure. And then I'm going to make a couple of other things. So y'all go work out. I'm going to go work out. I'll meet you back here and we'll make some stuff.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots off.
All right, y'all, I'm getting everything together to make the hummus. But while I'm doing that, I had a couple of other thoughts. One was tuna fish. So you know how we love our cans of tuna in spring water? And remember our 0 point tuna salad? So you take your tuna and you drain it, of course. Throw it in a bowl, mix in some 0 point ranch dip, some mustard and some dill pickle relish. Mix that all up good. And then y'all take a cucumber, slice it sort of on the bias, like slice it diagonally so your slices are a little thicker and bigger. Take your tuna and scoop it on the cucumbers, and that's a perfect little snack. Or instead of cucumbers, You can use your Roma tomatoes because y'all, you know I keep these in the fridge. Same thing. Slice them diagonal so they're a little bit like longer. Scoop some tuna on it. You got yourself a little snack. Or our boiled eggs, we can make deviled eggs. So peel a boiled egg, cut it in half, scoop out the yolk like you normally do for a deviled egg, mash up the yolk, but instead of mayo, use your 0-point ranch dip. Mix that with your egg yolk and some mustard, mix it up and scoop it back into your egg. And y'all, you can keep those in the fridge in just like a plastic container. So again, if you're in a hurry like me in between classes, you're looking for a quick snack, grab one of those or grab a couple of those, pop them in your mouth and you're good to go. And y'all, those are filling, because think about it. 2 of those, like 2 deviled eggs, is 1 whole egg, plus it's got that Greek yogurt in it from the ranch dip. So it's really filling. Now, let me say this. I don't know how long those will last in the fridge because mine never make it past like make them and eat them. But I would think they'd last a few days anyway. And I know that tuna will last in the fridge for a few days because I'll make it ahead of time, stick it in the fridge, and then scoop it on a cucumber and just eat it in between classes as a quick snack. So that I know will last at least a few days without getting that like weird like tuna fishy taste to it. So those are just a couple of other quick ideas. And I was thinking about my whole chicken conundrum, like stop paying $7 a pound for chicken when we've got that easy quick recipe for making chicken. Remember how we made it in the air fryer? So take your chicken breast, slice it up, toss it in a bowl with some flavored olive oil and some of this garlic and onion, black pepper, sea salt, and all the other stuff, seasoning that I put on everything. Toss that together, put it in your air fryer basket, stick it in the air fryer for like 3 minutes on one side, flip it over 4 minutes on the other side. It's done. Throw it in a Ziploc bag in the fridge, and y'all, it's the same thing as that $7 a pound chicken, and it's actually tastier. So those are my additional ideas. Now let's make some hummus. Y'all, we have created chocolate hummus, and it is amazing, if I do say so myself, and I do. Let me tell you what we did. So we've made chocolate hummus together before, but remember last week I told you I saw the dude online talking about the perfect hummus. You need to boil your chickpeas for 20 minutes before you hummus them. He wasn't kidding. So I boiled my chickpeas for 20 minutes, drained them, dumped them back in the pot and ran cold water on them and pulled out some of the, like you could see the hulls kind of coming off the outside. So I pulled off as many of those as I could until I got bored with it and then just went on with the whole thing. Drained them again out of the cold water, dumped them in the food processor. And then, so I made 2 cans of chickpeas, but if you're just making a normal amount, which is 1 can of chickpeas, so 1 can of chickpeas, 1/4 cup of just plain old like cooking cocoa powder, and then I use monk fruit sweetener. So put in whatever your sweetener of choice is to taste. And I use Silk unsweet, just plain old almond milk, because this adds 0 points. But you can use like cow milk, coconut milk, whatever kind of milk you want. But I use that because it adds 0 points. And then a little bit of vanilla, mush it up good, and y'all, it is so thick and so creamy and so tasty. And I'm going to taste it now, even though I know that it's fabulous. I'm going to taste it just to show off. Oh, it is so good. So here's my thought on the cooking of the chickpeas. First of all, I did not hold back any of the liquid to pour in to get the consistency right because I knew I was going to be using the milk. But when I make regular hummus, like the sun-dried tomato hummus or whatever other kind of hummus we make where we're not adding milk, like when I drain the liquid out of the cans before I dump it in the pot, some people use the liquid from the boiling the chickpeas to dump in to like get their consistency right. I will retain some of the liquid from the can. So I'll just keep that before I boil the chickpeas and use that like we always have to get the consistency of it right. I just didn't do it this time because I knew I'd be using the milk. So I think that was all. But yeah, y'all, the boiling of the chickpeas makes it so much better. So much better. Like, I'm not sure the taste is that. I take that back. I was gonna say I'm not sure the taste is better, but I think even the taste might be smoother. Like, I don't get any of that chickpea taste to it anymore. Not that there's anything wrong with tasting like a chickpea if you like chickpeas, but I don't get the chickpea taste at all. So boiling the chickpeas before you make the hummus, so good, 100% recommend, 10 out of 10. So that's it. We got snacks, we got chocolate hummus, and now we can make good choices when we get hungry during the day between meals. Y'all, what are your go-to snacks? I know there are good ones out there that I didn't think of, so let us know in the comments, what are your snacks that you use as a go-to when you get hungry in between meals and you want to make good choices? Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we're most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week, with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.